Jennifer Bennett, what's up? I struggle with perfectionism. Is it better to break things down into little bites? What are the best strategies? I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, and I'm not the least bit embarrassed to tell you this, but I am a recovering perfectionist. I'm a firstborn, I'm a Virgo, and I went and started my first job out of college at Anderson Consulting. It was beaten into me for 10 years, the first 10 of my adult years, about how everything needed to be perfect and how you couldn't have a hair out of place and what color shirt you had to wear and the way your tie needed to be knotted and the way everything needed to be like, it was very hard to get over that. And when I left Anderson Consulting was when I took my first steps, baby steps, into recognizing that being perfect was not the way to go, not to mention how emotionally taxing it is, but that progress in life is better served by those who act and iterate. And so for me, it's about getting, I have conditioned myself to act first so that how fast can I get to real live feedback on what I'm doing? Because doing that over and over and over again gives you so much insight into the fact that ship it, it's good enough. It needs to be breathing and it's going to get better faster. And the analogy I used yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, if not the day before, but I think it was yesterday, where I talked about the person who spends a year trying to get the project launched versus the person that spends 4 weeks that then iterates it 12 more times. And by the time a year's up, this person who was willing to throw something up and get it to live and breathe and work with it, which we know it couldn't have been perfect. We know not only was it probably not perfect, but it probably wasn't all they had in their heart. I think you heard me say this in the package today. If I waited to give you a video for everything that was in my heart, you'd never seen, you wouldn't know me. Right? Or you wouldn't have had a productivity training course for probably a whole nother year. And so it's a constant, you giving it a try, breaking things down into smaller pieces, and then conditioning myself to say, nothing is final. And I can iterate and improve this and clean it up. This book, okay? I wrote the book, and the book was finished in 2023 in April, and then I spent May doing the edits and massaging and going through different sweeps of it. Well, after that, it sat with the publisher for 7 months, and then somebody finally edited it, meaning I got it 7 months later at the edit part. And then I went through, and that person, the woman who they hired to edit the book, had found some mistakes. And then I cleaned all that up, and I changed, whatever it was that she recommended, and she did a copy edit. And I was able to give them back the copy edit. Are you ready for this? Within 1 hour. I got something I waited 7 months for. I got it back to him in an hour. I said, good to go. Because I knew, here, go, get the process moving. And I know I got a proofreading sweep coming. Guess what? Had 4 proofreaders plus me. We still had at the first major throwback to them, we had 8 type pages of typos. There was 100 typos. I couldn't believe how many typos there were. And then what happened? I went back. I knew there were still typos. It's all right. We need to get through the process. Then I did the audiobook. I found 12 more. Then you zebras are reading it, and some of you are sending me a few more we didn't catch. Off it goes. So the ebook, the audiobook is perfect, but now the newly printed hardbounds are going to be more perfect than the first printed hardbounds were going to be. So all I'm thinking about is I got to get the book in your hands. And if there's a typo, it doesn't really matter because it's not going to make any difference in the value to you. It won't. And that's how I think. So I rewatch my videos and my live shows every Thursday. And then I watch myself and I go, oh, wait, what did I say there? That wasn't right. I wasn't supposed to say that. Or, no, that's not the word I meant. I meant that. Or one time I had a card up that said 30, I said 37, whatever. I had the percentage wrong. It's like, they got the gist. And that's just life. And people reward action. You do not get rich by what you think. You get rich by what you do. And anything you do is going to have mistakes in it. It's still okay. So the more of this you can remind yourself of, I think the faster and more comfortable you become with it not being perfect. I laugh at my own typos when I hold up a quote card. I hold up a quote card in the middle of a show, and I realize just right then at live that I have a written typo on my cards, and I just laugh at myself. If I could be the source of anybody's laughter, I'm thinking that's a good thing. So I just that's what I do, and I think the minimum viable products and breaking things down into little things that you could create and get into the world faster makes you better because you're giving value to the world.